Hey everyone, it's Carissa at Sprinkled with Glitter, and I am here with a 2-minute tip for you today. As you can see in my hands, I have my favorite black and white striped pattern paper, but what you might not know is that I actually make this pattern paper myself. And I use my favorite background stamp. This is the My Favorite Things Bold Diagonal Stripes background stamp, and I use this to create a bunch of this pattern paper and keep it on hand. Now, I like to use my Misty stamping tool to do this because I'm going to stamp it several times to build the intensity of color. And in order to do this in the Misty, you need to go ahead and take out that black foam piece because that allows you to use these cling rubber mount stamps in your Misty. They're a little deeper than a clear stamp, so you need to remove that. Now, I have a piece of Neenah Solar White cardstock, and I've cut it to be a little bit larger than my background stamp because I want to be able to use that magnet to hold it into place. And now I'm going to ink this up using some VersaFine Onyx Black ink. It is one of my favorite black inks. It's actually a pigment ink, so it's a little slower to dry, so be careful when you're doing this not to smudge. But I've gone ahead and inked this up, and now I'm going to close the door of my Misty, and I'm going to roll over this using a Pampered Chef roller. Now, you don't have to use this. You could use a brayer. You could just rub your hand all over it, but I feel like I can just quickly apply pressure over the entire stamp and get it stamped down. Now, you can see I didn't get a great image the first time, and I'm okay with that because I already know that I'm going to stamp this a few times in order to get the intensity of black that I want on this black and white pattern paper. So I'm going to go ahead and ink that up again and then close the door of my Misty and roll over it with my little roller there. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to ink it up again and do the same thing. Now, you can do this with any color of ink that you want, and you can use any background stamp that you love and you might want to keep on hand, a lot of these pattern papers. I go ahead and I make a ton of these at once, and then I cut them down and I store them with my 6x6 pattern paper so that I always have some ready. And you'll see me use this on my card projects quite often. So that was time number 3. I'm going to go ahead and go for one more time because there was one little area that I didn't quite get. If I would have been a little careful, I probably wouldn't have had to do a 4th time, but this actually goes really quickly. And you can see I went ahead and stamped the 4th time there, and then I have this perfect black and white striped pattern paper. I just cut it off right here to where it's a little bit larger than a 6x6 size. And like I said, I just store it with the rest of my 6x6 pattern paper. So there you have it, your quick 2-minute tip. Okay, maybe it was actually 3, but you can make your own pattern paper using your favorite background stamp. You can customize the color. As always, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this tip. If you did and you want to see more videos like this, be sure to give it a thumbs up so that I know. As always, I will have links to all the products in the YouTube description, but head over to my blog because I will have more information there. Thanks for stopping by, and until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day.